Welcome to this week's Rebel Run Sports Show. I'm John Moore, joined as always with Rob and Papa.
What's going on?
It's warm outside.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't get the weather. That's why this nasty flu's going around everywhere.
It is, but I'm good with the warm weather.
I'm good too. 60 degrees.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No. We're getting close to the end of the year, regular season.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Me either.
No, I don't.
Basketball season, especially when it's not, they haven't treasured any snow or anything like that this year.
No.
Not yet. I need one good snow before the end of the year, though.
No, but apparently they're like calling off of school for not much at all.
My kids haven't been in school in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well.
Basically homeschooling, minus the schooling.
Yeah, that's trouble.
We're just home.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some games. Dude, Tuscarora was 15-0 going into their showdown with 11-3 Freedom South Riding.
Yeah.
Old Coach Teddy Whitney.
Teddy Whitney, man.
You knew he was going to have no fear.
No.
Hey, this is a game that had stars. Kennedy Middleton and Bell Middleton. I mean,
great.
You don't get much better than that.
No.
So they take their undefeated record in Freedom, and man, Jalen Batts.
She's ridiculous.
She is ridiculous.
She's ridiculous. And is she a junior still?
I think so. I think she was a sophomore last year.
She's a junior.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Good. Freedom jumped all over Tuscarora. 19-9 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
When you're going into a game against an undefeated team, that's pretty much the tone you need to set.
That's exactly what you want to do.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And they were up by 10 at the half, outscored them 11-4 in the third quarter. This game you thought was going to be a lot more competitive than it was.
Yeah, Teddy likes to keep that foot on the brake.
He kept it on the gas. He kept his foot on the gas.
This is the problem with you waking me up too early. This is the problem. Oh,
I feel fantastic.
I'm sure you do. I don't. I just made a dumb mistake like that.
That's very good.
I know it's great for you. Whatever.
Anyway, this game, again, not competitive, 59-41. Freedom South Riding gets the win. They go to 12-3, 6-1 in the conference, more importantly. Tuscarora, still 7-0 in their conference, but
yeah.
They may meet again.
They do meet again.
Yeah.
I talked to Kennedy Middleton yesterday. She wants that game back at their
She had 14 points. Her sister Bella had 15 points.
They're slightly good tandem.
That's pretty good. If I'm their parents, I'm just high-fiving myself constantly. Each other. We're done good.
That's right.
We're done good. Jalen Batts had 18 points to lead the way for Freedom. So
she's ridiculous.
We got to get Teddy on the show. Is he coming down?
He's going to, yeah.
It's been like 4 years.
I know.
We were friends.
We're going to keep shaming him. I told Becerra to shame him into coming on the other day. But you know what? He's also got a guard named Cameron Meter, who she was tremendous in that game. She had a couple of steals and took it straight to the hoop.
Had 13 points.
Yeah, she had 13. She's legit. Yeah. The way they play, the way they push and they go up tempo, they're going to be a tough out.
It's going to be fun to watch them again. Yeah.
Teddy, come on the show.
Seriously, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I see Jalen Batts' dad again. He's tall. I remember him.
You said he's tall.
I remember.
What, are you just trying to hurt my feelings?
No, it's just stating fact.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I got a bone to pick with Kennedy.
Okay.
She said to me yesterday, we were talking about, she was training my son and stuff. She looked over and she was like, he's got a good jumper. Hopefully he gets height. And I was like, what are you talking about?
that was a direct shot at you.
What are you going to do? I told her, I said, hopefully he gets it from someplace else. I didn't get it from me.
Gotta get him in those chiropractor stretch machines.
Yeah, we hang him upside down by his feet sometimes. Hopefully stretch him out a little bit.
It works.
It'd be nice if he could have Natalie Villaflor's height, it'd be good.
It would be it.
But hey, I'm just too short.
If he could have a lot of Natalie Villaflor skills, he'll be in a good place.
Yeah, virtually. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you have my skills and my height, you're in trouble.
You have some qualities.
Thanks.
We won't go into them. Battlefield versus Stonebridge.
Excellent. Excellent. Feel much better about myself. So I wanted to get out to Stonebridge. We've talked before, Anna Lemaster, Chloe Madgwick. We wanted to get out there and see them. They've been having a really good year. Battlefield, haven't had a chance to see them yet. We obviously know Coach Mills not there anymore. You know,
Right.
So haven't had a chance to see them yet this year. It starts off 10-9, is back and forth the whole way. Chloe Madgwick has got her game has really come a long way from last year. Not that she wasn't good last year, but she was a little more passive and wasn't as aggressive. This year she's stepping up. She's ready to shoot.
Right.
She's ready to shoot at all times.
Yeah.
Sure. She likes that 3-point shot. She hit 4 threes. It's 10-9 after one. It's like I think a 6-point game at halftime. But it was competitive. It was back and forth. You say Battlefield would make a run, Stonebridge would make a run, and it just kept going back and forth.
Right.
Stonebridge is up with probably like 2 minutes left. Battlefield just comes back, takes control late in the fourth quarter. They did a really good job. Anna LeMaster, she was wearing a mask.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she was wearing like the Richard Hamilton mask.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I would be able to play with that.
No chance.
It just, I don't know. I feel like it just throws your vision and everything off a little
He
bit.
wore that mask when he didn't need it anymore.
I don't understand that. I don't understand it at all.
Oh, I get you.
No,
I don't like when there's lint on my face. I like when there's hair on my
I
face.
don't like when there's lint
Mask.
on my face.
It's crazy.
Excellent.
It happens.
Yeah, they gave up that lead late.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of players that Battlefield has. They have a player named Serenity Trumbull. She dominated inside for Battlefield.
Yeah?
Yeah. She had a couple of really good, like, you know, they get it to her down low. She had a couple of good turns right at the basket. But they have another player, Catherine Jenks. She had 19. I think it was a career high for her.
Huh.
She hit a couple threes. One late that really sealed the game for them. But Battlefield's got some players. They can go.
Basketball's pretty good at Battlefield right now.
You could say that.
I think it's pretty good.
That's slightly true. But no, it was a great game. 60-57 Battlefield goes on to win. Stonebridge, they're going to be tough.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, off night for Anna LeMaster, she had 11, but she started to catch a little bit of stride late in the game.
Right.
She's only a junior too. She's trouble.
We should do the show next week with you wearing a mask.
If somebody, I'll wear one. I can't. It can't look any worse than this. So, whatever.
You gotta wear the see-through one though. You can't wear like. You know,
I don't need to see. What do I need to see?
like the transparent one.
Somebody said me one of those masks and John a Mexican wrestling mask.
Yeah, I will wear that all day. I was born to be a luchador. World's largest luchador.
Great.
The only luchador who does not do flips.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about, Sarah.
Well, girls basketball.
Yep.
We got to talk to the Loudoun County GOAT.
We do.
Natalie Villaflor. Check it out.
Check it out.
All right, we are here. Natalie Villaflor, Loudoun County's own.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right, so let's take it. Last year you scored like nearly 30 points a game, playing a forward position. This year you've moved to point guard. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that transition for you.
I mean, it's different because last year I was kind of running the floor, and since we play at like a really fast pace, it would just be mostly like our point guard trying to get the ball up to me running down, and then now it's kind of like I've switched that position. Now I'm the point guard trying to get Morgan Harden's now playing my old position, so that's just kind of switched in that sense.
Yeah. You like having the ball in your hand?
I think it's going to be a good experience for me, so yeah, I've been liking it so far.
Good. Well, I mean, to switching over to a new position, especially one where your role is more facilitating than it is scoring, you're still at 17 points a game. What is it about your offensive game that allows you to be such a good scorer?
I think this year our coach really emphasized kind of trying to get the best shot. So we, a lot of times on offense, will pass the ball around multiple times to try to get that one shot, not just like a rushed one, but the right one at the right time. So I think kind of this year it's been a lot, the points at least have been spread out where everyone on our team has been scoring. Yeah. So I think just like sometimes it's the right time to be on the floor when you get that ball.
You know, this is 2 years in a row I've asked her this question and she's done nothing but talk about her teammates when she does it. Natalie, what makes you the better scorer?
I've been shooting more. That's for sure. My freshman year, I didn't take any outside shots, and this year I've been trying to shoot more threes. It's something that I've been hearing from criticism from other coaches is just try to look for your 3 more. So that's what I've been trying to do. So I guess does that answer your question?
It does, absolutely. But I'm stuck on the fact that other coaches have been trying to tell you that what you need to do to score better. That just makes me laugh. You picked, so you committed to Robert Morris?
Yes.
What was that process and that decision like for you?
For me, at least, it was pretty easy to see. Like, I visited the campus, and I talked to a lot of the coaches beforehand, and I know Megan Callahan on that team. She's awesome. So, I mean, when I went down there, it was like I knew that was where I wanted to be. Just the team is awesome, and I love how, like, the coach's vision for the team, he always pushes them. It's like that family community feel, and they all wear on their practice shirts, humility it's on the back of their shirt, and I just love that idea, like how it's the team centered around that. So
I know that. I'm sure you do like that part because that's why you answered that question for me. That's awesome. What was the recruiting process like for you? Like, what were you looking for in a school? I know obviously you fell in love with Robert Morris, but what were you looking for in a school? Like, what was important to you?
Definitely a team that no drama, like a whole bunch of girls that get along. And I was looking to play at a smaller school. I didn't really want to go to a big school, and Robert Morris has both of those things. And obviously looking for a coach that has his team play at a quick level, coming from, like, my AAU team, everyone played at a quick pace. That's how Bruno wanted us to play. And then Coach Fisher, he wants everyone to play at a quick pace, so those were the important things for me.
Okay. Yeah, you brought up AAU, and obviously you Elevate Elite was where you played. Obviously, Elevate Elite puts out a lot of the top players in this area. I mean, they're spread out all over the place, playing well. What has AAU been able to do for your game in your off season from high school?
The presses that we do in AAU, because we press the entire game. And I guess working on that on the off season with AAU in the summer, just constantly working on press with the defense and stuff, that's, I think, helped coming back into high school for my last year, because in high school we pressed the entire game. So that constant, like, defense, like practicing defense all the time, I think that's really helped. So
good. Well, what are you going to miss the most about playing at Loudoun County?
Definitely, I'm gonna miss having playing with all the girls, and gonna miss the coaches, and just the fact, like, it's fun to come to practice every day with the same people. So I'm gonna miss that connection with all of those girls there.
Well, you still got some time left.
Yeah.
You all are 14-2. What's the goal for the rest of the year? What do you want your team focusing on? Obviously, you know, it's a different role for you being the point guard going into the late stretch. What do you want the team to work on?
Definitely work on improving our defense. That's definitely important for us. And I think the more that we work on that, the more success we'll see down the road, like once we perfect it. And definitely our offense, working more on finding the right shot at the right time, and in late game situations. I've been talking to Coach Fisher about this, like not trying to rush up and take like a crazy shot, but us working together to find a good shot when we need that in close games and late situations. So. Okay, awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you for the rest of the year. Best of luck. Thank you. Before we move on to the next game? Yes. I got a couple things with the VHSL. Just it? It's a couple. Well, one, my God, you've got to put a shot clock in basketball. Of course. You've got to put a shot clock in basketball. Four corners should not be allowed. No, and I was at a game the other night. Not for longer than 30 seconds. No. Yeah. I'm at a game the other night, and you know the team is up. What do? Just pass it around for 1 minute and 37 seconds. Yes, I count them. Every time it happens, I count it. A minute and 37 seconds drives me crazy. It just drives me crazy. It's just not, it's not the way basketball should be played. I'm not going to say who did it because he's one of the biggest proponents for the shot clock, but he did it? What's his name rhyme with? No, I'm not going to do it to him.
Do you know who you are? Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh, I hate that.
It does. It drives me crazy. You've got to have a shot clock in high school basketball in Virginia. It doesn't make sense to not have one. One, you're under preparing players to play at the next level.
Correct.
Everybody's got a shot clock when you go to the next level. You're under preparing players to play.
Nothing positive comes out of it.
No. Plus, you might be holding people's stats back a little bit too.
And it makes everyone watching the game cheer against you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At least me.
No, you're right. You're right about that.
I'll turn my back on you fast.
My other problem, the All-State football team, 6A.
Yeah. Who's voting on that?
Whoever it is, how are you going to say 57 touchdowns in a year is not on the All-State team?
Makes zero sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all. I understand that, all right. Oh, man.
It's taking nothing away from the people they voted in.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But A.J. Felton, I'm sorry. You got to...
Doesn't make any sense.
No, he's a video game.
Yeah.
How is he not on the All-State? I know he might not be like the traditional passer that you see, but
that's not criteria for the award.
No, if he did, he'd still be 70% all year. So
that's right.
Whatever. And also, when you have speed like that, I'm sorry, but that's a weapon on offense.
Right. I mean, he scored 57 touchdowns. It's really
57 touchdowns.
Nothing else to say about that.
It's absurd.
It's
absurd. Shout out to all the guys who made it, though.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, man.
SoCo versus Woodson girls.
Yeah, and I can't stop thinking about dog food. All right, so I go out to Woodson.
Yeah.
I've seen this game, a couple times over the last couple of years.
Uh-huh.
More on that a little bit later. But, two of our favorite coaches in the area, Asim Rastogi, Patrick Knoll.
Absolutely.
Love both those guys. And the way they run their programs is great. Starts off 14-10 in the first. South County goes up. And it looked like they probably should have been up by like 8. They looked like they had more control than just a 4-point game at that point. From that point on, Woodson pretty much dominated the game.
Huh.
They held South County scoreless in the second quarter. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. For the rest of the game, South County scored 14 in the first quarter, 21 the rest of the game. Woodson pretty much took control, and they had, all right, first, Gabby San Diego for South County, legit. She had 17 in the game. Right, best name in basketball.
It's really
great.
good.
Yeah, no, she's legit. Woodson has a player who I don't remember seeing before, but I will make sure to watch her from here on out. Natasha Pacheco. She dominated the game. Handling the ball, scoring inside, rebounding. She dominated the game. She finished with 20 and 12.
Really?
Yeah. No, she took control of that game, and there was nothing that South County could do with her. I mean, she had her way inside, outside. It didn't matter. Yeah, she dominated from there. Abby Pizanki, 9 and 13.
9 and 13 is a pretty good night.
Yeah, you get 25 rebounds between two players, you're going to have a good night.
Absolutely.
Woodson goes on to win 45-35. Talked to Patrick Knoll after the game.
Yeah.
He looked at me and said, "You're not allowed to come to this game anymore." He was like,
how do you go from getting your own parking space at a school?
Oh, no, I'm fine going to South County.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
banned from certain games.
Yeah, he told me I'm not allowed to go to the Woodson South County game at Woodson anymore. Because
it's a true love-hate relationship.
Well, he was like, both the last 2 years when you've come to this game, my team has played terrible. So, yeah, sorry.
Will you respect his wishes?
Yeah.
It's good to see Woodson's program doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember going out there first year, and he was implementing his system, getting everything going. Come a long way.
He wears the sweater vest. He goes Bobby Knight style and wears the sweater vest. Yeah, Asim Rastogi, he wears that sweater vest, man.
I've been known to wear a sweater vest. Not recently.
Wait, when have you been known to wear a sweater vest?
That's my wife. She used to hate it. I had the privilege of going to Hilton High School. Never been to Hilton High School before.
Really?
Yeah, I like their gym.
Gym's good.
They got a good thing going on there.
Marcus Stevens is a good thing going on.
7:30 tip-off.
I don't know how you get stuck with
I got there at 7:30, and we were in the third quarter of the girls' game.
All right.
It was cool. Like it. That wasn't even the part that took the longest.
No.
Hilton's, I didn't know Hilton's cheerleader. First of all, I'm looking at the wall. Who knew that in the late 90s and early 2000s, Hilton was dominant? I mean, I'm sure the people in Hilton know, but they have so many state championship banners from so many different sports.
That's when Ahmad Brooks and Daryl Overton were there.
Well, that'll help. I mean, like the soccer teams. I know about the football success, but soccer teams were great. They won like 3 out of 4 state championships, something like that.
Whatever they did when they opened that school, wherever they pulled from the right places.
They did. I can guess who got the bad end of that.
Garfield.
But yeah, Marcus Stevenson is great. So Potomac comes to town.
Always good for that.
And this game, at the beginning of the game, first of all, when they come on the court, Potomac's back to almost full strength.
Yeah.
Hilton, we remember the run they made last year. I mean, there's athletes everywhere.
All over
I love watching the warm-ups and, some of these guys, Potomac does a really elaborate warm-up. You know, Coach Honore's got them doing some stuff that he saw in a Nike film somewhere. But yeah, this is great. They got
gotta be Nike?
I don't know. You know why. Yeah. They got a handshake. They got the cool warm-up. Hilton's got super athletes all over the floor. Crowd, great, both sides.
Yeah.
Big showing from Potomac, big showing from Hilton. Atmosphere was awesome. Yeah, it was great. You can tell the community out there, a lot of those people know each other. Yeah. And the interaction, the banter going back and forth, it's good. It's friendly, but it's loud. I like it. Yeah. So I sat down. Well, before we even get to the game, I bypassed the cheerleading state championship. That's what took so long.
Really?
Yeah, they got their rings. I didn't know cheerleaders got state championship rings.
You missed your calling.
I did. I was strong in high school.
Yeah, you could.
I could have been lifting, throwing.
You could have done it.
Nobody throwing me, but
Remember Jeremy Ferry?
I do.
He was a great wrestler.
Yeah.
He was a cheerleader.
Was he?
Yeah.
He get a ring for it?
I don't know. I don't know if they won states. I don't even know why I just said that. Yeah, you can go on.
But they did. They had one of the teams from, I think it might have been like 2013 or something. They won. They were there too. Cheerleaders everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
It was cool. Rings.
you want a ring?
I do want a ring. Oh. Game starts. Hilton jumps out on top of them. They were up by 13 at one point early. It looked like they were going to run away with the game.
Yeah.
But some good timeouts by Honor. You don't let your team get too far. Yeah, I think they scored the first 6 points and he called a timeout.
We talked about it.
He didn't like the energy, Then they went up by 13. He called another timeout. Then they kind of find their legs, and the game got close. They were still down by 6 at halftime. It was 34-30 at the half. The crowd, the energy in the building, though, was so great. It was like a playoff game. And this is the second Potomac. Are all Potomac games like this? Because when I went to the Woodbridge game, it was the same, playoff-style energy.
Hey, when we talked to Honore about it, he said, a lot of teams, they do that to them.
They do.
It's a big game for them. They, they get everybody's best shot because of who they are.
So the aforementioned Marcus Stevens, this guy is a player.
Yeah, man.
He's going to be fun to watch against some of the other top players as the season goes on and get to the playoffs. He finished with 22 points. This game got really close towards the end of the third quarter. 4-point lead. Potomac outscored them 20-11 or 13-9 in the third quarter. They cut the lead to 4. Fourth quarter, it was the Jakari Taylor show.
Yeah.
First of all, his dad, who I sat next to the old game, retired military, congratulations, great guy. I don't know how many red lollipops he had in his pocket, but he had a fresh one throughout the game. Coach Honore, you can talk to him about this later, he may have gotten out coached by Jakari Taylor dad. He was on the floor. He was on the floor calling fouls, calling out plays. I was like, what's going on here? This is awesome. But his son took over towards the end of the game. I mean, just played great defense down the stretch. He had a really timely, they were getting pressed. Ball got fumbled around. I think I tweeted out the highlight. He picked it up, drove in for a layup. That put them up for the first time in the game. They ended up winning the game 59-54, hit some foul shots late. But, yeah, man, the excitement in the gym, the shock on the Hilton side. Yeah. Because early in the game, they thought they had the game won. They thought they were going to run them out of the gym. But the Potomac's good. I mean, they've had some injuries this year. They've had, some losses that they probably wish they have played a little better. They played some tough teams, but both of those teams are going to be I think they're going to do well as the conference tournaments and stuff like that go on.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really question that about Potomac.
No.
We know they're going to be all right.
59 to 54.
Yeah, and you know what? They're so young.
Yeah.
You know, he said it before on the coaches show that you better get them this year.
Yeah.
Because you ain't.
He might not get them this year.
No, and you're not.
They're 5-0 in their conference now.
That's it.
He might not get them.
No, man.
But yeah, he had Ja'Cory Taylor 17, Jalen Williams had 12, Rajon Woods had 14. So they're balanced too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you got 3 guys with 12 plus. That's pretty good, man.
I'll tell you what, the Potomac parent section,
Yeah.
we talk about student sections, their parent section is the best.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, when you go to home games.
Except one guy.
Uh-oh.
One guy said the line I hate the most.
Ball don't lie?
Ball don't lie. Don't do it.
That's the worst.
If there's a bad foul
That's the worst.
and the kid misses a free throw, I don't want to hear ball don't lie.
No. That's the worst.
Everyone heard it. 59-54, Potomac wins the game.
I hope he sits next to you the next time you're there.
He knows who he is.
Says it all game. Marcus Stevens, though, last year he did a lot of shooting.
Yeah.
He can do it all this year. He can do it all.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's
man.
efficient.
Well, another week in the books.
Another week in the books.
What are you going to do?
Go to an Expo home show.
You can do that.
People watch.
Yeah. John's making an appearance.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Signing autographs.
I don't know if I'm doing that.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Will it? It's like,
So,
no, it's like a nightmare for me.
come down to Next Level Fitness.
Absolutely.
Haymarket. This place is awesome.
Do some training.
Do some training.
Yeah.
Learn something.
Maybe.
Extend your life. It's always good. See us on our website, rebelrunsports.com.
Yeah, please don't.
And
end
on
like you did last
TV,
week.
Comcast Local. Check your local listings. Verizon, Cox.
All over the place.
There's some other cable system someone told me about the other day I never heard of.
RCN.
Yes.
Boom.
How do you know that?
Yeah, I'm a genius.
What is that?
I don't know. I have no idea what it is either, but.
For Rob. John Passeri, you got anything?
Love you all.
All right.
Affectionate. I like that. See you next week.